everyone, this is Natalia on Luxury with Natalia, Yachting International Radio, live from Monaco here with Marghana. How are you?
Oh, fine, thank you. How are you?
Good, good. So where have you flown in from?
From California, Southern California.
Oh, so better weather than out here for sure.
Yes.
We're not very blessed today. We're not showing off the best side of Monaco.
No, but it's beautiful. We
Yeah.
don't get much rain, so we love the rain.
Oh, that's
Yes.
great. And talking about this, I'm loving the fact that I'm here with you because saffron, the world's most expensive spice in the world, right? So tell us a bit more, what is it that makes it so special? Why is it so expensive?
Oh, first of all, because it takes 175,000 flowers to get 1 kilo of saffron.
Wow.
And to get the world's highest grade saffron, which we are trying to bring from Afghanistan, it has to be harvested before the sunrise.
Before the sunrise.
So the first week when the flowers are blooming, so before the flowers are totally bloomed, they go 4 o'clock in the morning and they harvest. And once the saffron, the stigma of the flowers, is exposed to the sun, then the grade comes down. So that's why it's very labor intensive, and also it's very delicate. So that's why it's expensive.
Fantastic. And so tell us a bit more about your product here. We've got some beautiful cases, and you've explained to me in private that it's got healing components, which I never knew about. Tell us more.
So I used to work for big companies in the United States, but I always wanted to do something for the people of Afghanistan. And so saffron started growing in Afghanistan 5 years ago. Before that, 98% of the world opium was coming from Afghanistan.
Completely different segment.
Different, yes, very different. So when I heard that Afghanistan now they're growing saffron and the farmers need the international market to sell their saffron, and that's the time when I started thinking about saffron. And beside that, I have a 12 years old son who was had severe anxiety, and I was also studying that all the benefits of saffron, which helps anxiety and depression, and recent study, of course, ADHD and ADD. And then I decided to import Afghanistan saffron, which is also now the world's highest grade saffron. So, and that's how I started my business. So we are trying to support farmers in Afghanistan to grow more saffron. We also give jobs for women in Afghanistan, and 11% of our profit goes toward victims of physical abuse in Afghanistan. And in the United States and Western world, we give 40% discount for those people who use saffron for depression, anxiety, or memory loss.
That's fascinating. I learn every day, and I think this is amazing to know. It's not just an ingredient that we can cook with. And in fact, the first encounter I had with saffron was as a child. I grew up in Sweden, and every year we're coming up to it. December 13th is the Lucia Day, and we make these lussebullar, which are cakes made with saffron spice. So as a child, I suppose I was blessed with having one of the world's most expensive spices. And you mentioned also an anecdote of it makes you laugh.
Yes, exactly. So I didn't know about
That's why I'm so happy now, right?
Yes. So I didn't know about that part of it, that it helps depression, anxiety. So as we grew up, we used to call saffron the laughing spice. And so it still is known as the laughing spice in the Middle East. And whenever we were down, we would just make saffron tea and we would start laughing. So today there's so many scientific clinical research is done on saffron, that how it helps the brain and how it boosts the brain energy.
And how did you get into it originally? I mean, did you always have a passion for developing a project or entrepreneur? So you're an entrepreneur at heart.
I always wanted. But I wanted to do something that makes me happy within, and knowing that it will help the farmers to stop growing opium, and providing job for women in Afghanistan, and also helping those children in Afghanistan who are suffering. So that gives me a lot of satisfaction.
Well, congratulations. I'm very blessed to be with a woman of your caliber here.
Thank you so much.
And in Monaco, and what are you doing here in Monaco with us?
In Monaco, so we received an award 3 months ago from the International Taste Institute in Brussels, and Chef Alan Coxon, he's been kind enough. So he's sponsoring our company, and he also talks always about our quality and ethics, and he informed me about the Chef Summit, and I was very excited, and I wanted to bring our saffron to European countries and introduce Afghanistan saffron. So that's why I'm here.
Wonderful. And your first time here in Monaco?
No, actually it's my second time.
Ah,
Yes.
fantastic. Hopefully the weather was better that time to
It was,
sightsee and
yes.
see around.
Yes.
And also I was going to ask if you had had an opportunity to see some super yachts while you were here.
No.
No. To come.
Yes.
Because a lot of the chefs in the world on the super yachts, they cook with the finest ingredients, and obviously I would suggest that saffron is number one on their list.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so
Thank you.
I'm very excited to talk about this on the Yachting International platform, because clearly this could be something that they could aspire to, and to learn that it's not just an ingredient, but it can actually also help. And being at sea a long time can also lead to sometimes emotions of
Yes.
anxiety or missing home and loneliness. So if you're saying that saffron is good for you as well, having a little bit there in your secret stash could be the way to be a bit happier.
Exactly. And especially we make a special product which is, I think it's only Divine Healing Saffron we have. We call it Mood Booster, which is 30 grams of powder, saffron powder. It's 100% saffron. We grind it, and you take, we recommend 1/8 to half a teaspoon every morning that you take early in the morning. It's not only depression and anxiety, it really helps the memory too.
Right.
It just calms you, relaxes you, and gives you lots of energy, because it makes the brain happy and it boosts your energy. So it's highly it's a lot of children. We have a lot of patients who comes from the different clinics, children who have ADHD and anxiety. They take that, and also it's elderly people who have memory problems. They also take our mood booster.
Goodness, so it's a little bit for everyone, because we generally in this day and age we have trouble with all that's going on, and to focus back into just having that calmness around us, and just having something natural to take instead of a terrible medication that then you don't know what's going to happen in the long run, right? So I think this is amazing, and I'm smelling the aromas. It's a shame you can't smell it. It's just fantastic, and also the beauty of the flower itself.
Yes. It's a beautiful flower, and each flower has only 3 saffron threads, only 3 stigma. So that's why it takes like 175,000 flowers to get 1 kilo.
Goodness. So if we're looking at your mood booster, if I may, so look how beautiful this is presented. Tell me a bit more, where is this produced? So it's the flowers from Afghanistan, and then is everything taken care of there?
No, only the flowers we get from Afghanistan, and then we have a facility there where they clean the saffron.
Yes.
And all the packaging, we have 13 different packages. They're all done in United States. They're all different sizes.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I forgot to mention about this, which is very important. So the mood booster, we have the powder, which we recommend to take it in the morning. Plus we have the saffron thread. So the threads are very good for sleeping, people who have a sleeping problem. You just take maximum 3 to 4 threads. These are very strong saffron. It's not like a Spanish or Persian.
Not what you buy in the supermarket.
Yeah, and these are also fresh. So we don't carry previous year saffron. We only carry fresh saffron. So you just take 3 to 4 threads maximum. You soak it in hot water, and you drink it before going to bed, and you sleep very well. So we call the mood booster package day and night, because saffron, if you take a little quantity of it, it calms you, so you sleep well. But if you take a little bit more, it gives you more energy.
So there's the
amount you
balance.
take. Yes.
Okay, interesting, very good. And in terms of your future plans, I'm sure that advocating your product and also the good that you're bringing to these people, it's amazing. What have you got lined up for the next few months?
Well, we are ready, first of all. We have a facility in California which is registered FDA, and we have all the inventory, everything. And from Afghanistan, we have contact with more than 50 farmers. So, and via DHL, it's no problem for us to get the product within a week. So, and also in the facility, we have all our packaging. We have a big warehouse, so we have no problem.
And you're traveling a lot, I suppose.
Yes, and most of my shows were United States last year, and I have 5 shows coming next year in United States. but I want to go to Dubai, China, and Europe, so I want to expand the market.
Will you have enough?
Yes.
Because it's such a small quantity and such a luxury to have.
Exactly. But also I want to mention one thing, that since we just entered the market and my mission is not profit, my mission is giving. So the quality of our saffron is very low compared to our competitors, especially in the United States, and also I look at the European price. So our prices are very low. It's just because I want to enter the market and I really want to help the farmers and people in Afghanistan.
Wow, what an amazing person you are.
Oh,
and
thank
I'm sure
you, you're kind.
everything will come back to you as it should. So
thank you so
very
much.
Good. Oh. And so I hope that you enjoy the show, with the event here in Monaco, and that we see more of you. And perhaps in the future we'll even see you cooking with the chefs themselves.
Oh,
to
yes.
give some advice on how to implement the spice, because I'm sure that it's quite challenging also. It's not something that you can be just do something like that. You have to think about the quantity and also the flavors, because the intensity could be quite overpowering or less. So that's maybe another avenue for you to pursue.
I have been playing around with saffron. So before I started the business, we would only use saffron in rice, which is very common in Afghanistan. But now I made so many different kind of desserts that we use saffron. I use saffron, and especially the yellow saffron, gold saffron, which is the root of the red saffron. And this has been known in the market. People knows this as a red saffron because in most part of the world they color this.
Right.
And they sell it as red saffron. It has the same aroma but not the same color.
Right. Yes.
So mainly it's much cheaper than the red threads. So we use this a lot in cooking. So if you grind this and put a spoon of this, especially for seafood, when you make seafood, this is the best with lemon, and just few thread of the red saffron. So I have been playing around with saffron and cooking different dishes.
Great. I can't wait to try some actually. Once we finish the show, I'm going to have a little bit of a try, and maybe I'll smile even more for the next show. And then the last question that I have for you, and everybody on the show has to answer, is what is your definition of luxury?
Well, luxury is, in today's world, is a very broad, and maybe 20 years ago it was very limited to a small class of people. For example, 20 years ago the high brand names were only used for a specific, maybe 5 or 10% of the population. But today when you talk about the high brand, it's like young generation. So luxury has expanded its meaning to the world, to the world. So that's why I tried to bring luxury in my saffron. Saffron was known as a luxury expensive spice, but we never saw the packages. So I tried to to introduce also my saffron as a luxury brand to the market.
Wow, fantastic. And congratulations once again.
Oh, thank you.
And Monaco is definitely going to embrace your saffron, and they'll be delighted with it all. And to
thank
see
you.
Alan also cooking with it, perhaps.
Oh, yes.
Show. So thank you for coming on.
Oh, thank you so much for your time.
Always a pleasure to welcome
You too.
entrepreneurial women who have something to say and also a good cause to support. So well done.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
So everyone, thanks for tuning into this episode of Luxury Natalia, live from Monaco. We're also matching on the colour schemes. It's all about being colourful and happy on a day when it's grey and miserable out. And keep tuned for more episodes coming shortly on Yachting International Radio. Take care, everyone.